Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Tirayo and today I'll be reviewing a book by Chimamanda Adichie. It's called Purple Hibiscus. I read it about a month ago, but I thought I would do a review because in my previous video I mentioned that I spend a lot of time on public transport, so I'm always reading to use my time wisely on the train rather than I could spend it anyhow I want, but this is what I do sometimes. What I'll be talking about in Purple Hibiscus, I would mainly talk about two of the characters. I'm not going to talk about the main character, who is Camberley, but I thought I would talk about two other characters that interested me, and that they are Eugene and Aunt Ifeoma. So how they're related to Camberley, the main character. Eugene is Camberley's father. Aunt Ifeoma is Eugene's sister. So Aunt Ifeoma is also Camberley's auntie. In the book, Eugene is described as a charismatic yet violent Catholic patriarch who is generous and well respected in the community, but is repressive and fanatically religious at home. So in terms of being fanatically religious at home, let me give you an example. One day, Eugene's daughter Camberley had menstrual cramps. And that morning, I think they were going to mass. I think it was on a Sunday morning, and given that she had cramps, her mom suggested that she eat something before they go for mass, so that maybe the pain would lessen. But so while she was eating her food that morning, her father walks in and he says, "How can you be eating? Don't you know you're breaking the Eucharistic fast?" If you're not familiar with Eucharist, is the Holy Communion, and he proceeded to unbuckle his belt, and he beat his wife and daughter. He used the belt because I think the mother said she gave her the food or something like that. And he just felt like they had to conform to certain religious values within the home, and if you didn't conform to that, he would get annoyed about it. So for example, Eugene's father was not Catholic and he was very upset about it. He told his father that if I would build a house for you, I will buy you a car, but all you have to do is throw away your chi. His chi is like his god, throw that away. And his father said no, he wasn't going to throw that away, and Eugene was not happy about that. So Eugene never really went in the book. I don't think he visited his father at all. He didn't do that. He would just send little money to his dad and say just take that. And then his children, Eugene's father was even complaining that I never get to see my grandchildren. They never come to visit me. So maybe once in a while he would send them there and tell them not to eat or not to sleep over there. You're going to the home of a pagan and all that. But I would just read a short bit of how a prayer that Eugene said for his father, or was praying for his father actually. So he says here, Eugene is called Papa here because the book is told through the eyes of Camberley. So Papa prayed for conversion about Papa Anuko. Papa Anuko is Eugene's father, so that Papa Anuko would be saved from hell. Papa spent some time describing hell, as if God did not know that the flames were eternal and raging and fierce. So it was very religious, maybe it was I was praying, and the hellfire is this and blah 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 blah. Anyway, that was that. And then I would just talk about Eugene's sister and how she treated Papa Anuku. Papa Anuku is Eugene's father and Auntie Ifeoma's father as well. So Auntie Ifeoma when Pap would take care of Papa Anuku. So when he was ill, she looked after him. He came to stay over at her place. I think her children had a closer relationship with Papa Anuku because he saw them more regularly than Eugene's children, because Eugene didn't really want his children to have anything to do with his father. So I think looking at the differences between how Eugene related to his dad and how if Auntie Ifeoma related to his father, it just shows the fact that even within families, siblings can be different. And also Auntie Ifeoma too is Catholic, because I know she had a close relationship with one of the Catholic priests, and one of her children was confirmed or was involved in a Christian festival in the book. I think it was confirmation. And it was just so she was Catholic as well, Auntie Ifeoma, and Eugene was Catholic, but they were still different. So it's very difficult to categorize people and say, all Catholics behave this way, or all Christians or all Muslims behave in a certain way, because even this book just shows that these are one brother, one sister, and they observe the same faith, but they're still very different. So I think maybe like we stop, like fiction has a way, like this book has a way of telling you that even though we have different religious views, there's a way, like people ought to be treated with respect, and it's not about just pushing people away because you have a different view. And there's a lot more going on in the book, and I would strongly recommend that you read it if you're interested. And thank you for watching. Leave a comment below if you've watched it, or if there's any book you found interesting and you would want me to check out. You can leave in the comment section, and I'll read it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.